Man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I got some bangers for y'all today. I got some revealing ass phone calls. Now, we're moving on. We got two phone calls. We got Paul Ferguson talking to Trish, his mother in law, and we have Paul Ferguson speaking with Nolan. But we're specifically, I want you guys to pay attention to the phone call that he makes with Nolan because when I tell you, he explains exactly the type of person he is. And when I say that, he pretty much demonstrates how much of a bully he is. Whenever he deems a person more vulnerable than he is, he goes into bully mode. He goes into, oh, if you don't do this, I might snap on you. Or if you don't do this, I don't know what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, this phone call will demonstrate it all. And I think that's why the judge really gave him all this time because these phone calls are so revealing, even after the fact, that it's like, bro, just shut up. You're showing your cards. You're actually showing us that you're a terrible person. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to jump into these videos. Again, pay attention to the phone call that he makes with Nolan and just take it all in. I'm going to see you guys in there.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm hanging in.
Work been busy?
Yep.
I know
Very,
Nolan.
very busy.
Yeah, I know Nolan has been as well. It's wedding season.
Yep.
I didn't know there was such a thing, honestly.
Yep, there is.
Last time I managed to contact him was, it was after court, which me and my lawyer were the ones who actually postponed my thing because we can't technically get any sort of deals without, me having testified at Shonda's trial and everything first.
Yep.
Which I'm not sure if I unintentionally told you the wrong date, but it's in October, not, 3 days after the final settlement conference.
Yeah.
I figured if Dad hadn't told you, I'd tell you.
Okay.
Because I know I told him when I last talked to him. Well, speaking of Dad,
It's funny because this is before he even knew that she was coming to trial. So he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, this is happening. And, just in case you know, I moved my trial date to such and such. Man, Trish is right there like, yeah, I know. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be viewing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Paul really feels like he knows a lot more than other people. Like, just in case you didn't know, he's always the one who wants to explain it to you. Just in case you didn't know. Since I personally know everything and I have all the power here, let me inform you. That's the type of energy Paul gives off, and it's actually hilarious. It's hilarious the way he responds when she lets him know that, yeah, I'm gonna be at the trial.
has he had some sort of, I don't know, relapse? And I don't know how to word it, but, I know he said he'd put money in when he can, but he hasn't really for, I don't know, 2 months.
Yeah, no, he's just paying bills, honey.
Yeah, I figured it was.
That's hilarious. Hold on, let me back that up. He hasn't paid commissary in 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I feel like Paul didn't really have to worry about that because Randy was hooking him up. But, sometimes you need that little extra money, them little extra snacks for commissary. It's mainly emotional support, bro. Like, you could chill with the money. 2 months is actually kind of wild. He was getting an allowance every week. Go from that to not getting any money for 2 months.
And I don't know how to word it, but, I know he said he'd put money in when he can, but he hasn't really for, I don't know, 2 months.
Sad.
Yeah, no, he's just paying bills, honey.
Yeah, I figured it was either he was having problems or it was something financial, which that was my bigger of the two guesses, was it was something financial he needed to do, and so he couldn't help. So.
Yeah.
Anything interesting happening?
No, just working.
Just working.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Yo, she must be used to that man. Oh, another thing you guys told me, and I remember this, but I just didn't bring it up that video. But you guys reminded me that her and his dad aren't even together. And I think Paul was actually the one who revealed it to Randy for a little bit of change, you know? He was like, "Oh yeah, they just live together, but they're not married anymore." I was like, "Well, damn. Maybe they didn't want the world to know that, Paul." Crazy. But yeah, I think they had their own issues in their marriage before they broke up, but I think Paul really helped her out in making the decision that she was not trying to be with him. I mean, from the time you hear Paul's dad doing the same, once you hear him doing that, as any woman, I would be looking for the door myself. I'm not gonna lie. And it's crazy how him and his dad do that, so it makes me feel like his dad was the creator of that grunt. It's like soul screeching. It's just annoying. And they rely on it in every awkward situation. It's actually crazy.
They're putting out another spin-off of Walking Dead, or they already have, the thing about Daryl Dixon.
Yep.
You been able to catch up on that yet, or Walking Dead? Yeah.
Yeah, The Walking Dead's over.
Yeah, I know. Heck, I didn't even get to see the last episode because they decided to change it to football when it was airing. It was just like, you little ugh.
Yeah, I'm in prison and they decided to change the channel to football because they didn't want to see your dumbass fucking show. I'm sorry. Shout out The Walking Dead, but after like season 5, I kind of got tired. I was like, all right, everybody that I like is dead. They're going to be stranded forever. Everybody's going to die. That was pretty much my takeaway from The Walking Dead. It was good while it lasted, though. But, again, it's just hilarious how he's like, ugh, I couldn't even finish the fucking Walking Dead. Like, they changed it to football, you know what I mean? Because we're in jail. I can't control what I watch. Ugh. Ridiculous. No accommodation. The service here is terrible. That's what he should write a note to the warden and be like, hey, the service here is bad. We need more TVs, different channels, okay? We need better food. Commissary needs to go down. It's too expensive.
But, it's been quiet around here, No problem with anyone or anything like that. When I managed to get a hold of Nolan the other day, it was, like I said, had been after we had postponed the settlement conference, but before that I hadn't even had contact with anyone for 2 weeks, so I was stressing, and I'd been hoping I could get in contact with someone before I had to go to court. And then I kind of snapped at him over text, and a little later on, I apologized because he didn't deserve that.
Bro said he snapped at him over text like he's a big man, like he's a big, strong man. I snapped at him over text, Bro, you could try continue snapping, snap away, and then when they cut all the lights out, when you have nothing but jail food, then you're going to really be worried. You're going to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have snapped at him. You want to ensure that you never get no money for commissary.
But you enjoying your new car?
Oh, I just drive it to work and back.
Yeah. You got a car now, though. Don't have to walk in the heat or the rain or any of that.
Disgusting.
Have you been able to watch that Little Mermaid movie or not yet?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, that's good. I'd probably watch it if they put it on the tablets, but of course, I'm pretty sure most of that stuff is considered children's stuff, so they're not gonna I miss you.
I miss you too.
She doesn't.
Uh,
She's lying to you.
I'm just hoping that I get a good deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this one time. Well, not one time. I'm gonna say this. He keeps saying, "Oh, I hope I get a good deal. I hope I get a good, a good discount. I hope, the salesman is, reasonable and I could talk him down." He's talking about this shit like it's a fucking car deal. Like he's trying to get a good deal on the new Kia that came out. FYI, Kia is ass. Don't buy a Kia. Buy a Honda. But anyways, I'm saying like, bro, he's treating this murder trial as if it's a car deal. It's like, yeah, I just hope I get a good deal, because, I told them everything they need to know about Shonda, so I should only get like 5 years. That's what he was thinking, like 5-10 years, maybe the most. Get out, jump on my YouTube, make a YouTube channel, be successful. Nah, bro, it's not going to go like that. But it's just funny. Every time he keeps talking about the trial, he's like, oh, yeah, hopefully I just get a good deal, The judge gave you a deal, all right.
No.
I mean, I'm not asking to be released right away. I just, a bit of leniency, hopefully. Mercy, something like that. No. Millie's into her second year of college, yeah? How's she doing?
Yep. She's doing good.
Yep.
She's been
still,
sick, bouncing back.
What'd she have?
Sinus infection.
Yikes. Yeah. She still wanting to be a therapist?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dry ass conversation. We understand why it's dry, but this is one of the most dry conversations, yo. Trying to ask questions about the family. And again, this is not like Nolan or his dad or the ones who try to cater to his idiocracy, if that's even a word. She's straight to the point. She don't really got nothing to say, so she'll listen. Because I feel like she's still trying to support him somehow, some way, even though she hates him. Don't get mistaken. This woman hates this kid. I mean, I would, so I assume. But she's trying to be of some support. So, what did your mom say? If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say anything. So she's not saying nothing. She's just letting him talk.
It's funny, when I got my police report, my lawyer also included stuff from the old DHS files.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot about stuff Shonda had said that I didn't know was ever said.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I've asked Dad this. I'm not sure if he knows, but Shonda, according to Shonda, she did pay child support, but I honestly don't know. That's something I'd have to ask him.
She was way behind on child support, but she did start paying.
Yeah. When there was less kids to have to pay for. Am I wrong or?
I think she started paying because she wanted she couldn't get her law, she couldn't get accepted to the bar unless she didn't have back child support.
That's crazy. That's what you guys have been saying for like weeks. We finally made it to the phone call that exposes it. The only reason that she started paying her child support, everybody says $50,000. And for the record, that is a lot of fucking money. That is like that is a lot of money. So she had to be backed up, like not paying shit for years type shit. Because how do you owe $50,000 as a regular person? It's not like you're a millionaire or something. 50,000. But anyway, she owed her child support, and that's why she couldn't get her, her degree. And it's funny that that's the only thing, I should say she couldn't practice. And it's funny that that's the only thing that kind of made her start paying. Hilarious. And that shows where her, her goals, that shows where her loyalties really stand. Her job, herself. Fuck them kids.
That figures.
That's what I think.
All about her, right?
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Of course. It's all about you, too.
It's funny how she made it look like Dad was the bad guy.
Yeah, she was real good at trying to do that. Yeah.
How's Lexi and Chelsea doing?
They're doing good.
Kylan and Kaya still doing well?
Yep. Kaya
Good.
just had a birthday.
Right, of course. So you said Kylan's the one who's playing trumpet and Kaya's basketball, or is it the other way around?
Yep. Nope, that's the way it is.
Yeah. How old are they both now?
And then 10 and 11.
Jeez. It's been that long, huh?
Uh-huh.
Felt like only yesterday we had gotten them in the house in Edmond.
Mm.
They'd come to live with us anyway.
Yep. I love you.
I love you too. I'd better let you go though.
Okay. Hang in there.
Yep, it's always good to talk to you, and I will.
You too.
I'll talk to you
I love
soon,
you.
Mama.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye, baby.
Bye, Mama.
It's funny. She didn't even take it to the whole 15-minute mark. After a certain point, that's the first time I've honestly heard that. You notice how, they try to stretch things out until it kicks them off. And it's like, okay, well, bye. Before it kicks us off, I love you. This time, Paul was just like, you know what? Let's end it. Let's hit the red button. Let's go ahead and end this. Well, I'll talk to you later, Mama. He's starting to get the vibe. He's starting to understand, He's starting to understand that nobody really wants to talk to him. That's funny, though. First time I've seen that happen. It was like a 10-minute call. After that, there's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. But anyways, we're moving on to Nolan. We have another phone call with Nolan. So let's see how this phone call goes.
Hi, Nolan.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing.
Yeah, I
How are
understand
you?
that.
Guys, if anyone asks you how you're doing and you respond with, I'm doing, go ahead and just never talk to that person again. Go home and think about what you said. Contemplate your life. Never say that, please. Hey, how you doing? I'm doing. No. Remove that shit from your vocabulary. Please and thank you.
Probably about the same. Waving. She says hello.
Hi.
I'm adding money to your commissary as we speak.
Yep. How much?
50.
50. Gotcha.
It's funny how I'm gonna stop pausing it. I swear, that's hilarious. Nolan knew exactly what he was on, and instead of thank you, I appreciate it. Nolan's like, yeah, I'm putting money in your commissary right now. How much? How much, Nolan? I have to make sure it's to write him out. How much? 50? Oh, gotcha. Decent. That's crazy, bro. Man, Nolan, use that 50 and buy yourself a drink. Take your girl out on a date. This is crazy, wasting that money on that shit. Take your girl out. Just call it 100 and take your girl out. Give him 50 for what? Ungrateful ass. That's crazy. Nolan, but how much? How much? Before you send it, how much? 50? Oh, decent. That's fine. 50 is fine. Wild, yo.
You been doing okay, buddy?
Yep.
Nobody's giving you a hard time?
Nope. No.
Good. My cat's giving me a hard time, but what else is new?
Work been pretty busy.
Oh, yeah. It's just this time of year. It won't slow down till Thanksgiving, probably.
Yep, I remember. You told me that.
Yeah, unfortunately, everybody wants to get married while the weather's half decent for some reason.
You said what?
I said everybody wants to have a big festival and get married while the weather's decent.
Yep, yeah, I can understand it. I mean, you did.
Yeah.
That's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your anniversary? 2 years, right?
It is, yeah. It'll be our second anniversary, and you're correct. We also got married during the busy time of year for wedding people.
But I hope you're taking that day off at least, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
you deserve that.
It's actually this coming Sunday. And yeah, we are going to be off for that, thankfully.
I mean, good for Nolan. He's got himself his wife, 2 years strong. He's working, trying to make a business. It would have been interesting to see if the two brothers, made it out of the house and they're doing their own thing and maybe came together and helped each other. But at that point, I should say at this point, this is what Paul has become. You have your brother working hard, and now he has more stress on his plate because of you, because of Paul, and you're going to be in jail forever. How is that for a legacy? How is that for a family legacy? This shit is terrible.
Don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll be off work.
Nice. So, I beat the Minish Cap.
You did? That's awesome.
Yep. And I decided to go back and redo it and turn it into a fan fiction. So, just the usual, what I do. I was getting kind of tired of, just playing games and not doing anything else. So,
yeah,
finally having something else to do was nice.
Right. Have you got to talk to Mom this week?
No. Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah. I haven't got to talk to her just because I haven't had time, so.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'll probably try my hardest to get a hold of her Friday.
Yeah, that's probably a good day for her since she finally doesn't have work the next day.
And I'll either text you or I'll call you Sunday morning. I'll have somebody in here wake me up. Because if they don't, I'm just going to sleep right through it.
Right.
I'm so done with the food here.
I know, buddy.
You hear what he said? He's like, I'm so done with the food here. Well, why don't you go on a hunger strike? Hunger strikes are cool. You're about that age, rebellious, want to do your own thing. Why don't you go on a hunger strike like your 15-year-old brother did, quote unquote, hunger strike. Why don't you just do that? It runs in the family, right? He is so unaware of just his surrounding, of what he's saying. And what's crazy is all this stuff is recorded, bro. That's why when he got sentenced, do you think the judge didn't listen to the phone calls? Like if I was the judge over these cases and I had access to all this shit, why the fuck wouldn't I go and snoop around? Go check out what they're talking about. How does he talk to his family? They say the judge is there to be a judge of your character, right? And understand how you tick. Let's listen to his family calls. Let's see how he talks to them. Oh, he doesn't even thank them for money? Oh, all he does is beg? He sees himself as a victim. Oh, okay. Come on now. He dug himself into this hole, and it's actually hilarious.
Sucks. I mean, this entire place sucks.
Yeah, it's definitely not ideal.
Yeah.
For I could help.
Yeah. It'd be nice if Shonda's stuff would hurry up. That's about all that can be done. Is Shonda's stuff hurrying the heck up so I can do whatever time I have to do and get the heck out of Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I told you this, but I'd had a bunkie. The dude was autistic and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He actually transferred out like 2 days after he frickin' got in here, went through frickin' security. I didn't do nothing to him. I just put a couple of simple rules on the wall that were, would keep him from getting hurt. I wasn't going to touch him, but there were other people in there that...
I didn't do nothing to him, my bunkie, and they removed him. I didn't do nothing. Paul, we know you didn't do nothing to him. The autistic kid that got put in the cell with you probably would have beat your ass. Trust me, Paul, we know you didn't do nothing to him. They removed that kid for his own separate personal reasons. Paul is like, I didn't do nothing to him. I'm such a badass, but I mean, they know I'm a dangerous guy, but I wouldn't do nothing to the autistic kid. Paul, come on now. That kid would have beat your ass. I don't put Paul winning any fight he's put into, unless it's like Steve Urkel, bro. Even then, I have Steve Urkel probably beating his ass, bro. Like, come on now. But I don't have him beating any fight. So let's just be real about it. Unless they're like a decade younger than him. You know, once they have that puberty strength, once they pass like 17, 18, now they're beating his ass. I mean, I'd look at Paul and he'd fucking crumble. Man, listen.
That definitely would, get upset.
Right.
So, because he was pacing in the middle of the night, and it was either write those rules or snap on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was,
Wait, and I'll say one thing. He was like, either write those rules or snap on him. Like, okay, you're going to go crazy, right? You're going to beat his ass up, fuck him up, right? What does that kind of tell you, though? It shows you that Paul likes to bully the weak. He likes to bully the weak. Timothy, I mean, probably just a coincidence that he was autistic, but Timothy, weaker than him, less food. Maybe the autism. No, it wasn't even the autism. It was his movement disorder. He had like a movement impairment, right? His movement impairment clearly couldn't beat Paul. Took advantage of Timothy. Now look at this. You have an autistic kid in the cell, maybe a little bit weaker, maybe a little bit more, nervous. Paul is right there. Well, if you don't listen to the rules, I might just snap on him. I don't want that. I wouldn't do nothing to him, but I might just snap. So it's better for both of us that we have a rule. Like, come on. He's a bully to anybody who he can. Anybody who he's able to bully, he'll go ahead and do it. Because at the end of the day, I promise you, at the end of the day, he feels helpless in this world. Can't defend himself, can't do none of that.
Lockdown at 12 to breakfast, and then breakfast to lunch. Don't disturb me unless I ask you to, of course, because that's my sleeping time. And when people wake me up beforehand, I'm not a happy camper.
Right.
Once Timothy blew into my mouth and woke me up in the middle of the night, I just about punched him in the face on instinct.
Oh my God. You see why I talk about the awareness, right? Let's back this up. He said he basically punched Timothy in the face one time when he woke him up. Judge, you want to hear this? You want to hear what Paul just said about Timothy? Come on now. He's fucking every chance he has. He's literally fucking every chance he has.
Right.
Once Timothy blew into my mouth and woke me up in the middle of the night, I just about punched him in the face on instinct.
On instinct,
Yeah.
of course.
And then the second one was, if you have, problems with suddenly screaming, because I had a bunkie that was doing that, that's why I moved upstairs. Sudden bits of laughter or talking to yourself for no reason. Like, I talk to myself, but I have a reason to, because, I'll either be talking to my game because I'm agitated about something or something like that. But, Because this dude the guy he would randomly let out fits of laughter. And the third rule I'd put was no pacing, because not only does it give me anxiety, which can anger me, but our floor is paper thin. Next morning, guys came up after they'd eaten breakfast, and I was like, was he stomping or something? So.
Goodness.
This kid, no pacing. I would have been pacing up and down that cell constantly. What are you gonna do about it, Paul? Stand up and say something about it then. Pace, pace, pace. Get the fuck up and do something about it then. They would have had to remove me. First day in that cell, it would have been somebody bleeding, bro. It would have been somebody bleeding, head busted the fuck open. Oh, you want to put some rules up, huh? Now I do understand. In jail, when you go to jail, there are rules that are put up in a prison cell. I should say prison, not jail. And it's like you respect that. I think one of the rules I even heard, you pee sitting down. You need a pee sitting down because there's a bunch of people in here and you don't want the piss splashing everywhere and you want to keep it as sanitary as possible. Certain things like that you just wouldn't think about. Certain rules like that. But he's putting shit up like, oh, don't wake me. No pacing up and down. No screaming. I mean, I can talk to myself, but you can't talk to yourself because, it's for no reason. Boy, I would have beat his ass up and down that fucking cell. You got me fucked up, bro. Brother, you got me all the way twisted. Yeah, nah, first day, they would have had to take me out of that cell.
Yeah, of course, right after he read the rules, he started right on pacing. I'm like, are you kidding me? Lily, all I said was, rule number 3, dude. And he hit the button and said, I want to get out of here. I'm like, what?
Well, that was his problem.
Yep. I mean, it's not that hard. One of the dudes down below is just way more irritable than I am. That's for I'm sure.
Right.
Not to mention, I think either he or one of the dudes next door threatened to break his toes because of the frickin' pacing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there ain't been much going on here. TV shorted out today, and it ain't been on for most of the day.
Oh no, Paul. Oh no, the TV went out? Fuck. What are we gonna do about our prisoners, guys? The TV went out. They won't be able to be entertained, guys. Damn it. What are we gonna do? They can't watch Twilight and fucking Walking Dead. Oh my god. No. Devastating, right, y'all?
TV shorted out today, and it ain't been on for most of the day.
Really?
Yeah, it's not like I really watch it, though.
I guess that's not that bad then.
Yeah. Of course, every other day sometimes, and sometimes every other day I do, because on peanut butter days, sometimes the dude in my friend Anthony in T7, or T6, sorry, I'm T7. He's been indigent since he's been here. He's been here, what, 20 months? 20 months. And, hasn't gotten commissary once, doesn't have any games on his tablet, doesn't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll trade in the morning peanut butter for a, in between lunch for gaming, or lunch and dinner. Though I don't do it if we have peanut butters on Tuesdays because I cannot stand Chicago Fire.
Oh, really?
That's all they show every Tuesday.
Hmm.
So, but, it hasn't been too bad. Speaking of which, I promised him I'd ask if you could look something up for him real quick on one of my games anyway. So Harvest Moon, I guess the easiest thing to look up is the girl's likes and dislikes.
Just girls' likes and dislikes?
Yep. Harvest Moon, Mineral Town.
Hold on.
Yep. So the one I'm looking for is Papuri, or as we just call her, Poppy.
Oh, there's a specific girl?
Yeah, there's a specific girl. If you need to know, if you want to know how to spell the name, I can tell you that one. I just figured it'd be easier to look through them and find the one I needed for him.
How is it spelled? Potpourri?
Popuri. It's weird. So we just call her Poppy.
Okay, let's see. Is there a specific heart event that you're needing to activate?
Well, the thing is, for him, it's going way too slow. I managed to get the girl I had in less than a year.
It
a year exactly.
Says she loves chickens.
Oh, yeah, I know. She works or lives at the chicken farm. Give those to her, though. Does it say what gifts to give her?
When she asks about leaving Mineral Town, you agree with her, saying it might be fun, then she likes you more?
Yep. I always know that you want to side with the girls with that, with all of that.
I'm looking.
Yep.
She's afraid of monkeys?
Monkeys.
So no monkeys?
I don't even know how the heck you'd get that.
It's not really telling me specifically. Oh, wait, here we go. The easiest gifts for her would be chocolate or eggs of any size.
Chocolate or eggs of any size, huh? Yeah.
Her special gifts are omelet, rice, or scrambled eggs.
Omelet, rice, or scrambled eggs? I don't even know how to make the omelet rice yet.
Or just a regular omelet, it says.
Don't even know how to make. Good grief, there's so many recipes I still have to work on.
But yeah, chocolate or eggs.
Chocolate or eggs, yeah. Oh.
Anyway, I need to let you go. I gotta take care of Chris for the night and get her fed and stuff, so.
Is she still sick?
No, she's feeling a bit better now. She's just hungry.
Tell her hi. I love you both and miss you.
Will do. We love you too, okay? We miss you too.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you soon, buddy.
All right. Bye.
Bye, bro.
Oh, that shit is grating, folks. It is grating. But yeah, that was the call between Paul and his brother No. His brother Nolan, baby. It's just the way he was talking about the kid who moved into his cell really got me. I was like, bro, you're really showing exactly who you are. It's like they must have put that kid in his cell just to test him, to see how he would act. I swear to God, because how do you get that unlucky or lucky? Well, I should say, how do you get that lucky to see how this guy would act around someone who's maybe a little less vulnerable than he is, Just a little less. he turns into a bully automatically. It's actually crazy. It's actually kind of wild. But anyways, folks, that was pretty much it for this video, man. I love you guys, man. You guys are fucking lit. Man, we're here making videos all year. So tell your family, your nephews, your nieces, your aunties, man. It's a great ride. We're going to keep it going. I mean, bangers all 2024, people. Thank you guys for sticking with me. It's a crazy feeling. And yeah, man, we're just going to build this thing up more and more. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out of here.